There's this really popular allegory that's about an eagle. And this allegory starts off by telling the story of an eagle, that when an eagle reaches about 30 years old, it has to go through this life, altering process in order for it to continue to live. Because at around 30 years, it's not as healthy as it used to be, or not as young as it used to be. That it can't grip prey, that its beak is messed up and it becomes dull and bent, and then their feathers are so raggedy and worn down that they can't even fly. And about this age, this eagle needs to make this, monumental decision to go up to the very top of a mountain and to shed all of its feathers, to pluck every single one of them out and grow new ones, to smash its beak on a rock until it breaks off, and then they're able to regrow a new beak, to pull off every single talon they have to regrow this talon. And the process takes about a whole year, and that eagle that has gone through this renews its whole body and can go on to live another 30 to 40 years. Now, it's a very dramatic story, of course, and it's totally not true. And it doesn't actually match to what happens to these animals. Eagles actually go through a process every single year called a molt. And our birds go through the exact same thing every single year. And so do all birds of prey. This one right here, this is Ahsoka. Ahsoka is our female Harris hawk, and she is currently in the middle of her summer molt. If you take a close look at her tail feathers, they're not all the same length. Some of them are starting to grow in. She even has a few broken ones that are still missing that haven't dropped just yet. We fly our birds hard. They catch around 200 to 500 head of pigeon every single year. This means that they're crashing through the brush, they're falling on concrete, they are doing some of the most wild aerial moves to catch their prey. And of course, this puts a natural wear and tear on their feathers. It is totally normal for them to break feathers, for them to get worn down. Now, their beak and their talons naturally wear down, but they don't need to go through a process of breaking apart their beak to regrow new ones, or their talons need to be broken off. Their talons and their beak are very similar to our fingernails, and they just need to be, trimmed or combed back if they are getting too long. Every single year during the summer months, when there is an abundance of game, when there are a bunch of baby birds and baby bunnies and lots of prey around for these animals to eat, they get so fat that they have all this extra energy that they can drop all of their feathers one by one, and they can start growing new ones. So soon after they start dropping a few feathers, we give our birds a break and we fatten them up and we just let them rest. It's almost like they get their own little summer vacation where they can relax and hang out and get as fat as they possibly want. This is the longest break that we are giving our birds, and during this time they just rest it out. It's a very relaxing time for the birds as well as for us. All we have to do is just go in, feed them, we spend a little bit of time with them, make sure that they are doing well, make sure that all those feathers are coming in properly. It takes roughly 4 months for these birds to go through a full molt, and once that is done, we just start bringing their weight back down again, and we get them ready to fly for another successful